delivery challenges in the province. On close inspection, it seems that RDP houses are not complete. Most of them are not connected to electricity or water. Residents are forced to use candles and paraffin stoves. And some are crying foul over the allocation of houses. DA leader Mmusi Maimane blames this all on corruption and maladministration. Well, joining us on the line is our reporter Tumelo Machoho, who's in the province. Tumelo, thanks very much for joining us. Tell us a little bit more about this trip or this mission that the DA leader was on and some of the things that he saw.
Well, the DA leader, Mmusi Maimane, is in the province actually to monitor service delivery challenges that many people have been faced with, especially here in the province. But also today he took a attempt to actually to look at housing and to look at how housing has been allocated to people in the province and looked at how RDP houses are being given to people. And he visited this one area called Rockdale in Middelburg. This area, the RDP houses have been built since 2016, but the house has not been only been given to people starting from 2017. People have been given these houses, but the houses were not complete. Some of the houses don't have electricity, some are not connected to water. We visited a couple of houses. One house was not connected at all to electricity, and then the electricity cable were open and then they were disposed, and then it showed like a lot of danger to people. So Mmusi Maimane was actually visiting this area to check why are these houses being handed over to people even though they're not being completed.
What have the authorities been saying in response to some of these things that have been observed?
Well, the authorities, they are also concerned with the fact that people are also, some of the houses, people are actually occupied illegally, and some of the houses, they were given keys to go and live at these houses. So the authorities, because the housing extension, they are still busy trying to build more RDP houses because more people need RDP houses in that area. So the authorities say that they are building houses and they are giving houses to people, and they don't know if the houses they are not being completed by contractors. But these houses, on the outside, they look quite beautiful. You see in the phone that they look quite beautiful. But once you go inside the houses, you can see that the construction of these houses are not really done according to the high standards, you could say.
Mr. Maimane is pointing towards corruption over some of these issues, and I wonder if there's any evidence pointing in that direction at all.
Well, we don't know if there's any corruption that is been taking place in that. So he's alleging corruption. So we don't know if these houses if there's been any corruption when it comes to building of these houses or handing over of these houses to people. So he is saying that it's because of corruption, that's why these houses have not been finished. He's saying that because people have been given money, so that once the contractor has been given the money, he's going to build the houses, and if he feels like these houses are not, he's ready with the house, he will actually hand over the house without even checking if the house, without even making sure that the house is actually complete. So he's saying that it's corruption because people are getting contracts and then they're giving contracts and they're being paid in full, even though the government is not checking on them to make sure that these houses are actually complete or are in good standards.
All right, so it's the government that's contracting these contractors to build these RDP houses, I'm guessing. And I suppose the question is, why aren't they checking and why are they allowing people to take occupation, particularly those that are not doing it illegally? It does seem as if there might be some credence to something underhand happening.
Yeah, that's exactly what Mmusi Maimane is actually saying, that, if these houses are being handed over to people without proper checklist from the government and from the people who are in higher power to make sure that these people that get houses, it might be corruption. It might be because of corruption. It might be because someone is not doing their jobs to make sure that these houses are actually built to the highest quality, to make sure that the people that go and reside in these houses, they go and reside in houses that are actually complete, that actually have everything that they're
Tumelo, that's where we're going to have to leave it. That's our reporter, Tumelo Machocho, who's in Mpumalanga, following DA leader Mmusi Maimane, who's lamenting the situation there, saying that a lot of the RDP crisis is based on corruption in the province. Alicia?